Okay, welcome back everybody. Welcome to another video. It is Thursday, 1 week before Lag Baomer, and today we're going to read some stories of Tzaddikim and things that Tzaddikim said about the holy day of Lag Baomer, things they said about Meron, things they said about Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. I'm just a little tired and cracked out because I got the corona vaccine yesterday. Um, but so far it's not been so bad. I'm just really tired, and my arm is hurting. But still gotta make videos, so we're gonna read. So here's a few little things that I found on Lag Baomer from different tzaddikim. It says over here the Rav Kodesh Rabbi Yonasan Eibschitz in the Sefer Yaris Dvash. He says that the day of Lag Baomer is the Hilul of Rashbi, because he died, and upstairs in Shemayim, it is the Hilula of the Hanaira Ba El Melech, the young woman coming to the king. Not sure what that means. V'roi l'chol ish hayori v'cher l'shum el libo yom ha'hu l'shuva, and every single person who is a person who's careful to fear Hashem and to do, to take things seriously, should use this day to do tshuva, because it's a very serious day. He's chus Rashbi misayes lahaba letayr, because the merit of Rashbi comes to help us to purify ourselves. You should not waste time on this day, and that's that. So it's a pretty serious day, even according to Rabbi Yonasan Eibschitz. It says over here, it is. Sorry, I'm not gonna keep on turning back and forth, but it's easier in this chair to do that. They say over from the Rav Kodesh Rabbi Baruch of Mezhebush that the Saba Kedisha of Melchovitz was by him on Lag Baomer 7 times, along with Rabbi Asher Mistolim. Lag Baomer was their time for these two Hasidim to come to Rabbi Baruch of Mezhebush every single year, so they were there for 7 times, whatever. And they say that Rabbi Baruch of Mezhebush used to give a big tish on Lag Baomer, and his tish went on for a very, very long time. And it says that one time when he was in the middle of giving the tish and saying Torah or whatever, he had like major islavas and he was like getting very into it. He stood up and he said, "Welcome, Rabbi Shimon." And v'nafal ema gedola al kol hanechachim, and there was a great fear that fell upon each of the people that were there. And adding on to that story about Rabbi Baruch HaMezhebush seeing Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai by his tish, there's another story over here that says that the Rav HaKadosh Rav Yaakov Shimshon Mishpetevka, right? Not the Vitebsker, not the Vitebsk. This is Shifetevka, right? Holy stuff also. He was in the Western countries, like the Spain and those types of places, one time. And he was by a Chacham Echad on the day of Lag Baomer. And they were talking, and the Chacham said to Rav Yaakov Shimshon of Mishpetevka, said to him, "Do you want to be in Meron by Rabbi Shimon, because today is Lag Baomer?" And he said, "Of course, but what am I going to do? I'm here. I'm not anywhere close to Israel." So the Chacham says that I have a shliach that I sent to Meron to ask shailas, to ask questions to Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. And if you want, you could grab onto his belt when he goes, and you'll get there. So he said okay, and he got to Meron, which is a big nace, obviously. Amrullah, and they said to him there that now is not possible to enter inside to the cave, because Rabbi Shimon is learning there with Eliyahu Hanavi and Rabbi Baruch of Mezhebush. So that ties into the last story that we said about Rabbi Baruch of Mezhebush, that he knows Rabbi Shimon. And you have to wait outside. And then the Shliach went inside and asked his questions. And he also asked if it's possible if the Rav HaKadosh of Mishpetevka can come in. And Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai said to them, Sheishalu is Rabbi Baruch that they should ask Rabbi Baruch of Mezhebush if he's masking. Va'ana she'einu masking. And Rabbi Baruch, I think, said that he's not masking. That the Shifka Tefker should come in. But okay. And the Shifka Tefker, one time, this Rav HaKadosh of Shiftefka met Rabbi Baruch of Mezhebush, and he wasn't angry at him, and he was still noig with him with a lot of kavod. But that's a crazy story, because that's just like way out there, bro. Anyway. The Rav HaKadosh of Rabbi Itzikol Mipishvorsk, who I heard was a very holy person, Zechusim Yogalenu, he used to say that the Rav HaKadosh, the Sar Shalom of Bells, Amar Pam, Gadlus Hayom Lag Baomer, Bnei Rav HaKadosh Rav Zundel, Amar Love Kimo Yom Kippur. That the day of Lag Baomer is great, and he said it's like the day of Yom Kippur. Right? Vayishivu Aviv Yafa Kavanta. And he said, yeah, you're right. That is the day. It is very holy, right? Chen Mefurish Bidrashus Chasam Sofer, that actually this day has a bechina of Yom Kippur. And Rav HaKadosh of Moshe Miraz Vadov, Amar La'anshe Shlomo, he said to his Chasidim, L'hasker Asatzim L'fon of B'yem Zeh Ki Shai Rachim Psuchim, that they should come to him that day, to whatever that I could daven for you, because today the gates of mercy are wide open. So it's a big day for a lot of davening, a big day for everything, even if you're not a Meron, obviously. I'll be in Meron probably. Be'ezer Hashem, I live 15 minutes away. So if you would like to send names, leave a comment in the video or message me on YouTube or on, Facebook, or I'll leave something in there for you to send messages if you want me to mention your name in Meron on Lag Baomer for free. By the Admor of Entzoi of Lubavitch, the Mittler Rebbe, right? That's what they call the Mittler Rebbe. We Doiv Ber of Lubavitch on Lag Baomer was like a very, very holy day. He would go out to the field. The Rebbe would not wash his hands, but he would say l'chaim on mashke, and he wasn't even supposed to be drinking because of his health, but on that day he would drink. And they would see from him on that day a lot of big nisim, a lot of maifsim, and a lot of these maifsim have to do with people needing children and things like that. The Rav HaKadosh Merosh of Slonim, used to say over a story on Lag Baomer that there was a woman who was very, very rich. She came to Meron on Lag Baomer, and she was asking from Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, she was davening, that Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai sheyam l'tzala, right, that he should be a male Yosha, which is allowed to ask Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai that in Shemaim, that she has a delivery of schayra, of merchandise, that she sent on a boat, right? That she's sending on a boat, and then she's asking Rav Shimon Bar Yochai to be male tzosher, that this boat makes it to where it needs to go. This deal needs to go through. Right? And next to her was a Isha Acheres, that she was also davening by the cave of Rav Shimon Bar Yochai, and that she has a daughter that is old enough now to get married, and we need a lot of money to marry her off. We need 300 rubles. I love everything is ruble back then, man. Right, for the nidunya, for the wedding stuff, right? So this, what's it called, this lady heard, this businesswoman lady who was, asking that Rosh Hashanah should pray for her that her boat will be protected. When she heard what the second lady was davening about, she took 300 rubles out of her bag and gave it to that lady who needed it. And then she went back and she said to Rabbi Shimon, "Hey, I already fulfilled her, what she needed. Please fulfill what I need to." The power of Shimon is, as people come there, it's just a wild thing. Okay, let's see what else it says over here. It says, this is Edis from Shefa Chaim, the Rabbi Kodesh Mitzans Kloisenberg. It says Beroidnik. I don't know what Roidnik is, some city. There was a base Medrash Gadol, and on Lag Baomer they would pull metal chute barzel. They would just make like ropes going across the whole base Medrash of metal, whatever. And on this they would light an unbelievable amount of candles. Base Medrash Ozmer Ba'or Nifla at Shezarach Oyer Lebechutz. Base Medrash would be so lit up, and they're vadai knowing this in other places too. So there's an Indian to light fires on Lag Baomer, obviously to make a lot of light. I think the last piece we'll do over here, two last pieces. On the table of Rabbi Kodesh of Ari Leib Migor Zechus Yogalenu, of Ger Gor, whichever country you want to say it from. Right, on his tish on Lag Baomer, the Tzfat, that's the Tzfat. He would serve on that day milchik foods made from milk and dairy products. Amar al-Kach, Rabbi Kodesh, Rabbi Chil, Yeshua Mibiala. That the reason why he did this, like why is he having on Lag Baomer? We know in Shavuos you're supposed to have machali chalav, and on Purim there's Indian and whatever. I'm saying on what's the pshat on Lag Baomer. So he said that the pshat on Lag Baomer is that Lag Baomer has a small bechina of the Chag Kabbalah Torah Hanistar, the hidden Chag Kabbalah, because it's close to Shavuos. So it's kind of has a certain relevance to Shavuos, which is when we got the Holy Torah. So and on Shavuos we eat machali chalav, so also on Lag Baomer. Cool. And then the last piece we're going to do today, it says the Rabbi Kodesh Rav Moshe Are Freund Zechus Melenu Yishaorach Pama Rabbi Kodesh Bal Divrei Chaim Mitzans Shulchan Torah B'Yom Lag Baomer. Right, there was one time the Divrei Chaim was giving a tish on Lag Baomer, and there was a guest there from Eretz Yisrael. And while he was doing this guy was saying how, he used to go to Meron Lag Baomer, and this year he's not there. He's very sad, right? The Rabbi Kodesh Mitzans Hayos Be'emtza Achilos Hayerek Hanikra Myron. The Feta Kara Lovas Oyek Nasle Male Tafim Myron. And it says in the middle of this guy saying that he was sad that he was not in Meron, the Rabbi Kodesh was eating the Chilas Hayera Kanikra Myron. I'm not sure what Myron is. I think it means carrots. And he right away he called over this guest, and he said to him, and he gave him a bunch of carrots. And he said to him in his holy words, "Du hastu Meron." Right? You have Meron. Here is Meron. I think that's what it means in Yiddish. I think the Rebbe put the energy of Meron into those carrots or something like that. But that's a big trip too. Anyway, we should all be zeichet to be in Meron and Lag Baomer, or have a good holy Lag Baomer. It's a big day in Breslov. Obviously, it's a big day for all people. And again, if you want to send names, I'll leave my WhatsApp, number the bottom. Probably the best way to send me is on WhatsApp, and I'll try to pray for you in Meron Lag Baomer. Thank you, Hashem.